I'm no stranger to anxiety. Hey, what's up, anxiety?
Hey, Craig, how's it going?
Great, until you showed up. I usually get anxiety when I have a lot of deadlines for videos, or if I'm on a plane, especially if there's snakes on that plane.
These snakes on this plane!
Or when I wake up in the middle of the night and I worry about my worries, and then I worry about worrying about my worries because then I'm gonna stay awake, and then I worry about worrying about my
Enough is enough!
I've also had a lifetime of worry about my asthma and tree nuts in my food because of my allergy. Is there nuts in this snack? Is there asthma in this snack? Should have done the Cheeto first. My point is, I know anxiety and I know how to reduce it for myself. Unlike farts, I gotta work on that problem next. My stomach just growled. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctopist, and if this is a chronic problem for you, you should probably seek some actual professional help. But I have found things that work for me. And to add more credibility to my list, I will consult my expert in life, my wife. Would you consider yourself an expert about anxiety?
I am an expert in my anxiety. Well, that's probably not even true. No.
Now, to the list. Number 1, watch Bob Ross.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to the 20th Joy of Painting series.
I mean, come on. Number 2, walking. Walking is my favorite thing on the list. Second favorite thing on the list to Bob Ross.
We'll have a super time.
But it's so simple. I recently did my 20,000 steps a day video, and it was one of the most helpful things I've ever done. I lost a bunch of weight. It wasn't that hard. It was relaxing, and I still go for walks every day, not 20,000 steps. I'm not a monster or a mailman. Walking always feels good. I'm burning calories, raising my heart rate. I'm out in nature. Relatively, I'm on a road, on a sidewalk, looking at trees that were probably planted by people. There's cars and buildings everywhere, but it's kind of nature. It's outside. Probably the best benefit of walking, you can pretend to be John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever, and that is what we all want. Is walking effective?
Extremely. It gets me out of the house. The focus of my anxiety in that moment usually lives in this house.
It's me.
It's not you.
Oh, parenting is hard, you guys.
Parenting is, it's a journey. I also think it just feels good physically. I'm sure that there's something happening, like chemically giving me whatever kinds of endorphins I need. Or something.
Walk juice?
Walk juice, yeah.
Next, Bob Ross.
I think we'll just do a happy little picture today.
Do you watch Bob Ross? Does that work?
Not for anxiety, but to help me fall asleep.
He's a very calming presence.
It's very calming presence.
And then fourth, meditation. There are many different ways to meditate, but it can be a form of just acceptance of how you feel. Flow through you, feelings do. I've done a whole video on meditation. I've done a whole video on everything, except for farts. Here's my favorite way to meditate. I get comfortable, close my eyes, focus on my breathing, listen to the sounds around me, and then do a body scan. No, it's not lewd. I just start at the top of my head and I focus on each part of my body. My eyes, my nose, my mouth, my neck, my chest, all the way down. Usually when I do that, I get relaxed. Often I just get tired. If I'm trying to fall asleep, it really helps. And then when I'm done with that, I just observe thoughts coming and going, non-judgmentally. Also non-fudge-mentally, because fudge might have nuts. Ah! Meditation. You ever try?
Nope. Never tried.
Moving on. Next, list your worries. This could be in a journal. This could be in a random piece of paper. This could be graffiti if it were, a publicly legal place to graffiti. Or it could just be in your head. Basically, you're trying to answer the questions. Why am I worrying about this thing? What's the worst that could happen? Did I remember to wear underwear? Was that a fart or a poop? Usually when I try to do this, I discover that my worries are just kind of silly. Not always though. Sometimes they still worry me. In that case, you go, yee, and then the worries just come out of your shirt. Or better yet, and now you're just more concerned with partial nudity in public. So, other worries gone. Writing down your worries, or just like listing your worries. You ever do that?
I've never tried that.
I think you're the audience for this video.
I think I might be.
Next, watch Bob Ross. Can you do an impression of Bob Ross?
No.
And then next, gratitude. Just did a video about gratitude journaling. Again, doesn't have to be a journal, can be a list in your head or graffiti. Simply listing things I'm grateful for tends to put things in perspective, and then my stupid little worries float away. Usually when I do this, it shifts my perspective away from my worry quagmire into my grateful Craigmire. Giggity, giggity. Next on the list, working out, exercise, yoga. I always feel better after a workout. Also did a video about yoga. Great way to reduce stress. Do a video about a thing if you're video inclined like me. I haven't really kept up with the yoga since then. I'm busy. It takes too much time. Giggity. I should though. Working out, exercise, yoga.
Yeah, I don't do those things.
All right, you should watch my video.
I should probably watch a lot of your videos. I think I could get a lot out of them.
Next on the list, just do fun stuff. Games, books, music, TV, puzzles, arts, farts, crafts. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a big, it depends in there. Of course, there are examples of all of these things that could add stress. You should probably avoid screens and social media, as they say. You can keep watching this video though, just close your eyes. But for me, there are exceptions. I do notice that I don't worry as much about my worries when I'm doing the New York Times crossword puzzle, spelling bee, and Wordle. I have done those literally every single day for the past, I don't know, 6 months. And the 2 things that have helped my flight anxiety the most, Breath of the Wild on Switch and Sudoku on Sudoku. And a few nights ago, I binged season 5 of Cobra Kai. Binging TV can sometimes take your mind off worries, although it adds a different kind of stress. Like, what if my old nemesis suddenly turns out to be a really great guy and I'm the asshole? That's not likely. Aunt Judy. And some books do fill my grapes with wrath, if you know what I'm saying. Keep me awake with anxiety. But many take my mind off worries. I'm currently reading Stephen King's On Writing, and it's really carrying me to sleep. My humor is really shining today. I'm a regular dark tower, the wind through the keyhole. Tommy knockers. Next on the list, watch some Bob Ross.
Bob Ross?
Nope. Never heard of him.
Lies. Next on the list, relaxation exercises, like breathing exercises. There's a lot of breathing exercises out there. Most of them that I've tried have worked because it kind of just forces you to focus on your breathing instead of the apocalypse. The one I often go with is the 4-7-8 method, which is basically you close your mouth and inhale through your nose, but I can't do that because I have to talk. Breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 7, and then exhale through your mouth with a whoosh sound for a count of 8, like this. It works almost every time. And many of you on the Beard Lover subreddit gave a lot of great suggestions for breathing exercises, as well as lots of other types of things to do to reduce anxiety. So you can go check that out if you want to, but if you don't want to, don't. I don't want to add any more stress to your life. Things like the 5 senses grounding. Someone had a sign language game they play, focusing on your upper lip when you breathe, 5-finger breathing, pretending to smell a flower and blowing out birthday candles. Next on the list, talk to people. For one thing, you could actually talk to a professional, go to therapy, but also talking to friends and loved ones can help. I don't stop talking to China.
I'm talking to you all day long. Probably too much.
No.
No?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Or China. Hey China, I like your bow and your pot stickers and your noodle soup. Beautiful terrain, really relaxing music. Okay, I digress. Next on the list, Bob Ross, obviously.
Maybe there's some big leafy trees, not evergreens, that live here.
Happy trees.
No.
Next on the list, Mundane Activities. I feel better after I load the dishwasher and clean the counters in the kitchen.
When I'm like in a tidier space, my brain feels tidier.
It's active, I get my heart rate going, and it's a simple task I have to focus on instead of the apocalypse. Why is it always the apocalypse I'm focusing on? Pet a pet. Oh, birdie. I can feel the worries melting away. Oh, bird. But only if the pet's pettable. Like, I can't imagine petting a goldfish would really do anything for you. Maybe. I don't know if it would do anything for the goldfish.
There you go, bird.
Now I have anxiety that she might poop in my office. Just been having a problem with that lately. Next on the list, watch Bob Ross. Next on the list, quit stuff for a time. Quit the internet for a month or so. China and I have done that every single time we've quit the internet or social media or our phones. It feels better.
I quit almost all social media. And that's been great for my anxiety. I need to get off Reddit. It's the worst, best place.
I'm actually directing people to the Wheezy subreddit in this video. So be careful. You could try quitting coffee or alcohol or added sugar. It'll be stressful at first, but in the long run, it has helped us. Again, it depends. Next, massage. I mean, duh.
Massage?
I mean, duh.
And finally, work less. If you are able, don't work so hard. Reduce your workload and your jerk load. No. Don't commit murder. Shouldn't have a knife near me. Take a break. Last Sunday, I had an intentional do-nothing day. I did things. I went for a walk. I ate. I breathed. I downloaded and played the game What Remains of Edith Finch, the crossword, the spelling bee, and the Wordle. But anytime I had the thought, ew, I need to get this done, I violently tapped it down into oblivion. Not violently, relaxingly. Just kind of a relaxing, I don't want to do that right now. It's actually the first time I've had a day like that in maybe years. And it was wonderful. I think in this time of the gig economy and the side hustle, we are unintentionally letting the weekend slip away. And you gotta bring it back sometimes. Or at least just part of the day. If you intentionally avoid doing things that you're supposed to do, then you avoid worry. You know what I'm saying? Do pointless crap. I feel like do pointless stuff is something that I say in every video now. But it works.
That's it, unless you have anything else to add.
The thing that's been most effective for me in managing my anxiety day to day is microdosing THC.
Yeah?
It's like just a little tiny bit that really helps.
Yeah?
That's another option. And finally, there's this guy on public television who paints pictures. I can't remember his name, but you should check him out too, because he's very relaxing.
Shoot, I think we have finished painting. With that, I'm going to wish you happy painting. And God bless, my friend. I'll see you next show.
And now, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, Factor. Thank you, Factor, for your delicious, nutritious, fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals that are delivered 5 blocks from my house. No, right at my doorstep. Sorry, got you confused with the guy who delivers the stuff I don't want my neighbors to see. Beanie Babies. Anywho, Factor is a great meal to have on a stress-reducing do-nothing day. It's already prepared. You just gotta put it in the microwave. And you gotta turn it on and wait 2 minutes. That's great!
But since it's so convenient, it's probably really bad for you and tastes disgusting, right?
No! Shut your mouth, hypothetical negative person. With Factor, I get fresh, professional, chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, nummy vittles. Registered dietitians work hand-in-hand in the kitchen to make sure that every meal is made from scratch with nutritious ingredients.
Okay, fine, but it's gonna be like the same meal every time or whatever.
No! Menus are updated weekly and include 27 plus meals and 33 plus add-on options. Adoptions. No, they don't include adoptions. Choose your favorite meals or let Factor craft your order based on your taste preferences and meal history.
Do you like Factor?
Yeah, I like having things in the fridge I know are gonna taste really good, but also take no time for me to prepare. Heat it up and eat it up. I've liked every one that I've tried. I didn't get to try all of them because you ate half of them. But
You want me to move out then?
no, I just want you to stop eating the good food and only eat the bad food.
Yeah, I'll move out. Because I can't stop eating Factor. I'm choosing Factor over you. No. We'll work it out.
I don't see how.
But Wheezy, haven't you talked about HelloFresh before? Nah.
Oh no! Conflict of interest! Nope. HelloFresh owns Factor. And that's great. That's more meals to choose from. I love switching between both brands, and now you can enjoy both brands at a discount with me. You thought you got me. You didn't. Head to go.factor75.com/Wheezy130 and use the code Wheezy130 to get $130 off across 6 boxes. That's go.factor75.com/Wheezy130 and use code Wheezy130 to get $130 off across 6 boxes. Thanks again to Factor, and thank you for watching this video. Now, if you haven't had enough Craig, I got a podcast with my friend Greg. Craig and a Greg. 2 eggs for the price of none. 2 guys talking about lettuce. Linked down there. And again, check out the Beard Lovers subreddit where you can find all sorts of tips for reducing anxiety and all other things, increasing Craig's-iety. It's a subreddit around Wheezy Waiter, and my name is Craig. Previous video is all about why fun is healthy. YouTube thinks you'll like that video. I do too, actually. Good choice, YouTube. Subscribe! And you can support me on Patreon, where I do monthly live streams and early releases of videos. And it's just a place to support me if you wanted to. I mean, you don't need... I mean, if you just want to support me, you don't care about the perks, that's fine too, whatever. Thank you for watching.